Hello everyone, this is Crystal Potthoff from Prayerful Arts, and today I am coming to you from my dining room table because my studio is a mess and I can't do this in my studio right now. I could, but I have to move stuff out of the way, and it's just easier for me to tape this here. So one of the questions I'm asked a lot is, how do you ship an egg? So here I have this beautiful pysanka that I was asked to write for someone, and I am getting ready to ship that. So it's sitting very safely in a little dish right there. I always double box my eggs. So I have this box, and it's a 6x6 box. I had bought a number of these, I don't know, some years ago when I was shipping a lot of them. I bought 6x6 and 4x4 because of shipping chicken and goose eggs. These sizes worked well for me. So I had these. If you save boxes, you certainly can use those, but I had these. So that little bitty chicken egg is going to go in here, and I'll show you why, because I like my eggs protected. So if you save boxes, like this was something that a resin antler candle holder came in it. I could put the egg in here if I wanted to, and then put that inside this box. I could do that. Or the other thing that works well are like these plastic jars. Yes, Talante Gelato. Okay, don't be... Actually, I got an egg in this. This was not mine, but I got it. I've received eggs in little Tupperware plastic containers. They put the egg in that, and then they put it in a box. So that's another way. Or the other thing that works well for chicken eggs is the pre-made frosting that comes in the plastic jar with the lid on it. That works very well for chicken egg too. So I try to get something sturdy. I mean, this is, it's pretty sturdy. Today I'm going to use another box. So I am going to make up this box, and as I make up this box, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of tape on it because it's actually going to go, sorry about that, inside another box. So it doesn't have to be super protected. Let's just put, well, after I said it. Okay, and now that's kind of noisy. Sorry. Okay. All right. So here's my box. Definitely big enough to hold a chicken egg. So, if you're shipping something else, chicken, goose, make sure your egg will fit in there with some space around it. Now, the other thing I do is I save, if I get something sent to me with bubble wrap, I save it. I save all of my, like the packing peanuts. I have a whole box of those that I keep for shipping eggs, depending on what I'm doing. So this piece is probably a little too big. This one will work better. So I've got a piece here, and I'm just going to wrap it up. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, I didn't do that very well. This is a different. So I'm going to wrap it up like that. And it would have been really handy if I'd brought some tape with me. Let me go get that. All right, never fails. I always forget something. And I've decided I'm not going to use this one because it's a little stiff. Maybe I will use this one. I'm going to use this one. It's a little softer. So I'm going to fold it up. And yeah, this is kind of the way I do Christmas presents. I'm not the world's best wrapper by any means. Okay, so I have, it's got cushion on it on all the sides. And now, before I put it in here, I am going to take some tissue paper and I'm going to wrap it up in that a little bit too. Okay, so now it fits in there. It's not jam-packed, but it's not rolling around either. So now I'm going to close this up and put some more tape on it. Okay, well, maybe we'll just put a couple more on it. I like to tape. I like to make sure it's secure. Okay. If I had used something like this, I wouldn't be taping it because I would just make sure the lid was on tight. Okay. Now I'm ready to put it in my bigger box, which I have already double taped the bottom of this. Before I put it in here, I'm going to put some newspaper in. I'm going to crumple it up and put it on the bottom. Kind of like that. And I'll set the egg in there. Then this one is getting a stand. So I don't ever put the stand in with the egg, just because if it gets moved around a little bit, I wouldn't want the stand to scratch or break the egg. So I usually wrap this separately in a piece of tissue, which I also forgot to bring with me, so I'll go grab that. Okay, voila, just a Kleenex, and I just wrap it up in it. But before I put that in there, you can see there's space here. So I'm going to take some more newspaper, or if I had packing peanuts, I would use that. Whatever you have that makes sense. And I'm just going to put some paper all the way around it. Okay, so I used 2 pieces, and it's around it now. And then I think it needs one more. Since the egg is secure in the box that's inside this bigger box, I can push down on it a little bit. And so I want to make sure, again, you know, the egg inside here didn't move, and I want to make sure that this doesn't really move, but you know, it's got a little bit of give, but it's got cushion on it. Okay, now if I have anything else, I try to remember now that this is the time I want to put that in there. So I have a card to the recipient that I will put in there, and make sure also that your card will fit in the box. And I'm putting the stand in there as well. And they fit in there very well. They fit in there very well, but there's no cushion on top. So I do want to put some cushion on top. So again, we'll take a piece of paper and kind of crumple that up and put it on top. Or I could put bubble wrap on top. You know, whichever, you know, I could have wrapped that other box all in bubble wrap. I think that's a little excessive. That's why I just used the paper. So now I'm going to close it. And when I close it, so this tape goes like this. So I want this tape to go like this. So like this and this. And then I'll put on a piece of tape. Now I'm just going to put on one piece of tape. And I put things in that envelope. It had some information about the egg and care instructions and my business card, you know, anything else that I might have felt was appropriate to send with it. Now, I am going to put lots more tape on this, but what I'm going to do now is get the mailing label and attach that. Now, if you're using pre-printed ones from the post office, you want to make sure that you don't, you keep that barcode flat. You don't get any crinkled paper or tape on it. And this one, I live in the United States, and this is being shipped to someone in the United States. So I'll just use the Postal Service and use whatever is best delivery method for this package. If I'm going outside the United States, then I have to make sure that I'm complying with whatever customs regulations there are. And I usually check and make sure of any packaging and labeling requirements for those areas if I send it outside that area. And the post office can help you with that, with what, at least my local one, because they know me because I send so much stuff. But they're very helpful with telling me what I need to do, or if I've got something labeled incorrectly, I'll take it back home and fix it and whatnot. So doing it this way, I do have, yes, this 6x6 box holds a chicken egg, but I feel 99% sure that it's going to arrive safely. Nothing is secure. I mean, if a big heavy box landed on this, there's nothing I can do about that. But if it got tossed or dropped, the egg is more than likely going to be okay. And I do have them label it fragile because I want people to know that I have taken all the precautions I can for this egg to arrive at its destination safely. What else is there? I think that's about it. Make sure if you're writing out your label, write it clearly and leave room for them to put the postage packing on it. If you're selling it, this one was prepaid, but if you're selling it, you might need to include an invoice or something like that. You might need some of that stuff for customs documentation as well. So I hope that helps. This is how I mail eggs, and I've had very good success. I have had packages get lost, not lost, significantly delayed, especially during the COVID timeframe. I haven't had that happen recently, but whenever one of my eggs leaves my hands, it's a piece of me, and I do track it through the system to make sure that it gets to where it's supposed to get. Anyway, and whoever is getting it, I let them know it's on the way and give them the tracking number also. So just some ideas on how you can package an egg, some different things that you can use, and doing it the way I did it, while it's big, it's still fairly light. So it shouldn't cost me, too much to ship this one. I'm going to guess it's probably going to cost about $12 to ship this one. I don't know that for sure, but that would be my guess. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.